Hi all! This video I want to do about TV auditions. So most of you who follow this channel will know that I started TV acting when I was 11 years old. I am now 31. So at 31 I've done a lot of auditions in my time and mostly it has been TV. So I thought I'd share with you guys just some of the things that I've learned along the way that help you in a TV audition. When it comes to TV, certainly here in the UK, you will predominantly get the script beforehand. It's usually not a great deal to learn, but I would really advise trying to learn the script. It's much easier than if you're not off book, or that's what you call it, off book or off page, because otherwise when you get into the audition you're not going to be making eye contact with the person that you're speaking to. You're going to have your head down looking at the script, and that's what they're going to see, the top of your head, and it's not what they want to see. So make sure when your agent gives you a call and lets you know about the audition, or if you made the connection yourself, that once you get the script you learn it. Now that can sometimes be the night before the audition. Sometimes you might get it at 6 o'clock at night. You've got to be somewhere the next day, 9 o'clock the next morning, so you don't always get a great deal of time. That's why you've got to practice learning scripts all of the time so you get quicker at learning. And the thing is about this as well, if you've got something, say a long standing soap where you're going to have lots and lots of continuous filming, you're going to have to get that quick at learning scripts anyway. So it's a good way to show them that you're ready for that, you're ready to walk into a job. You can learn scripts and pick it up straight away. When you get to the audition, it is actually fine for you to have the paperwork there, because they do appreciate that you have just got the script, and they do appreciate that you may be a little bit nervous at the audition. So obviously learn it as best you can. If you can just forget the script, then fine, much better. But usually, you know, it's no point, there's no problem having the script around. So practice learning scripts. The next thing, when you go to a TV audition, they're going to be looking for that character to walk in the door. They don't want to think too hard. They want you to get the part. That's one thing you must remember. They're not against you, those that are auditioning, the casting director, the producer, whoever it is. They want you to get the part. So go in there looking like the character. Don't go in there for a really sensible, nerdy, quiet person and walk in like this with a big bow on and bright lipstick and big nails. And don't walk in there like that, because you don't look like that character, you know. So you've got to think about that. I once got cast as a drug addict in The Bill, an ITV soap drama, crime drama like Law and Order in the UK, and from my headshots, obviously I didn't look like a crackhead, thankfully. When I walked in, I went in there making sure I looked like a crackhead. I had no makeup on, red eyes, my hair was greasy and a mess, I had big clothes on so I looked skinnier, I'd made myself look really awful, and I got the part because I went in there as the part. Okay, so you need to think about that beforehand, dress accordingly. When you go in, have something to say, okay? You're going to go into that audition and you're going to be someone they want to work with, okay? Don't go in there like a mute. This isn't school. You can chat. You're all adults, or if you're a child, you know, you're going to go in there and just going to be smiley and be fun to be around, okay? So go in there, get ready to start. They're likely going to ask you how you've been, what you've been up to. For many actors, that's a scary question, because you think, I haven't been working. Now, you don't want to go in there desperate for a job, you know, desperate even if you are. So just have something to say. You know, even if it's not acting related, obviously handy if it is. So, you know, if you've been doing a play, you can say, oh, I've just finished doing a fantastic play, or I've been away on holiday, actually. I've been away to Mexico for a couple of weeks. It was fantastic. Have you ever been? Engage them, chat to them. It doesn't necessarily have to be about work. They've got your CV, they know what you're doing. Obviously, it's always better. You always go into an audition much more confident when you have been working, but don't be put off by that question and think you've got to say something, and certainly never ever make anything up. Just be real. You know, you could be doing anything. Just say, do you know what? I've been doing a bit of my boring day job, but I'm working on some script stuff in the meantime, been doing some fantastic acting classes. You know, always include the arts in it and have something to say. Don't be scared of that question. Also, don't be scared to ask questions. If there's something about the script you're unsure of or you'd like to clarify, just ask a question, or be interested in the work and say always you've loved the script. You're never going to go in there and say you didn't. You say, I love the script. So what I was wanting to know about the character was this, or did you feel that this? Just, you know, if you're not sure what a word says, ask. Don't pretend you know how to, you know, if you're not sure of a pronunciation or something like that, always ask. When you're ready to get started, generally in a TV audition, you're going to have a camera and you're going to likely read it with the director or the casting director. Most likely the casting director will read the other person's part. You will direct it to them, not to the camera. You will direct it to the casting director and talk to them as you will. Now, if you do still have the script and you haven't been able to get totally off, you really need to be holding it slightly up, because if you're looking down, when they look back on the camera and they're going to look back on the video footage, what are they going to see? That's top of your head. And it's going to be useless. So you want to try and be as upfront as possible, as upright as possible. Even if you're being animated, remember that is a still camera and it's only catching one angle and they need to see you. So sit up and try and be off book, try and not have the script, and engage with the person in front of you and, you know, direct it to the casting director. If you haven't been happy with your performance, it is okay to say, would you mind if I did that again? That's totally fine. They want you to be the best you. They want to, you know, often you have a casting director or a director, maybe they're taking it to somebody else and they want to show the best people that they've brought in. They want to show that they've done their job correctly as well, and they've brought in the right people. So they want to show the best version of you. They also want you to get the job. They're not against you. They want to go home and they want to go to the pub. They want you to walk in and be that part. Okay, so don't be scared of that. Ask questions. Allow yourself to be the best version of you. When you're finished and you're ready to go and they're like, we've seen enough, that's great, thank you very much, you can shake their hand. If there's a couple of people in the room, say thank you so much for having me, it's great, enjoy the rest of your day, I hope it's not too busy for you, you know, comment on something that you've said, you know, just be memorable. And as you leave, have a little look behind, say see ya, leave a lasting impression, just leave a little see ya so they remember your face. And that's pretty much it. Just be fun and be memorable. And when you leave the audition room, let it go, as Elsa from Frozen says. Let it go. It's gone. You've done your best. That's it. So that's my chat for today, and I hope it helps you all. Bye.